Hey class, welcome to math. Today we are diving into chapter 7. For those that know, Mr. Green is sick, and so Mr. Gowdy, will be taking over some of these math lessons. I know you guys are super excited to be with me, and I'm excited to be with you. So let's get into chapter 7, our first lesson. And today we're going to be covering the topic of how to add and subtract fractions with like denominators. What does like denominators mean? What does it mean that the denominators are like? That means they are the same. For example, a denominator or a fraction of 4/5 and 2/5, these are like denominators. Another example would be a fraction that is 7/10 and 9/10. Are those denominators the same? Those are like denominators. Would 4/5 and 2/3 have like denominators? That's right, no. As you can see, 5 and 3 are different. These are not like denominators. And we'll talk about how to add fractions that begin with unlike denominators or different denominators by finding an equivalent fraction for both of them, and then you're able to add them together. So it is possible to add 4/5 and 2/3, and we'll talk about that in this lesson. Let's say Scotland and Creighton are drinking some water. Scotland is drinking 2/5 liters of water. And then let's say that Creighton is drinking 4/5 liters of water. How much water did they drink together? How much water did they drink together? If we line up these fractions, 2/5, and we're seeing what they drank together, meaning we're going to add both of these. We're going to add both of these fractions. 2/5 plus 4/5 equals what? 6/5 as an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger or the same, but in this instance is bigger than the denominator, so that's an improper fraction. They drank 6/5 liters of water. Now, what is 6/5 in a mixed number? This goes to 5/5 plus 1/5 equals 1 1/5 liter of water. So together they drank 1 1/5 liter of water. So we just solved that together Scotland and Creighton drank 1 1/5 liter of water by adding those two fractions that had denominators that were the same. Adding fractions with like denominators. Now, let's answer the next question, which is, how much more did Creighton drink? What do you think we need to do? If we're trying to figure out how much more Creighton drank than Scotland, how do we find the difference between the two? Well, those that are saying it probably got it. 4/5 minus 2/5. Right here is Creighton, and this one is Scotland. So 4/5 minus 2/5 equals 2/5. So Creighton drank 2/5 liters more than Scotland. So those that still need some clarification on how to do this, please watch this, but those that understand it, you can skip ahead until we get to our next problem. Again, here on the top left, we have Scotland, who drank 2/5 liters of water, and Creighton that drank 4/5 liters of water. And then right below, we can see that we have these glasses, and we can see that the glasses are divided into fifths. I know they're not perfect. I try to do my best, but we can see that they're divided into fifths. We can see right here in the black, referencing to Scotland drank 2/5, Creighton drank 4/5, and then how many fifths together? Well, if we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6/5, we're here 6/5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6/5, or that is 1 whole liter and 1/5 liter. 1 and 1/5 liters of water. And then referencing, and then go into the subtracting part to see how much more Creighton drank than Scotland. If we look right here, we can see that Creighton drank 4/5 and Scotland drank 2/5. Well, Creighton drank 2/5 more water. If these were even, you could see that Creighton drank 2/5 liters more water than Scotland. All right, so our next problem to do together is let's add 1/6 and 3/6. Add 1/6 to 3/6, and let's remember to put the fraction in simplest form. So if we were to add 1/6 plus 3/6, what is that? The denominator stays the same, and we are adding 1 plus 3, which equals 4. Now we got 4/6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 6, 4/6. Now is 4/6 the simplest form, or is there a common factor between 4 and 6? There is a common factor between 4 and 6, which is 2. So we're going to divide the top by 2 and the bottom by 2. 4 divided by 2, or how many groups of 2 can go into 4? 2. Good job. And then 6 divided by 2, or how many groups of 2 can go into 6? 3. So 1/6 plus 3/6 equals 4/6, but that in simplest form is 2/3. All right, so our next problem is to subtract 1/4 and 3/4. So we have our bar models right here, our graphs, and let's mark out 3/4. There's 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4. And we want to take away 1/4 from this. So what is 1/4 taken away from 3/4? Well, if we cross out 1/4, then how much do we have left over? We have 2/4. 3/4 minus 1/4 equals 2/4. But as 2/4, its simplest form, there's 1, 2, 3/4. think there is a common multiple between both of these, isn't there? That's right, 2. So if we divide the numerator and the denominator by 2, equals what? 2 divided by 2, a number divided by itself always equals 1. And then 4 divided by 2, how many groups of 2 can go into 4? Well, if you look at this is a group of 2. And this is a group of 2. So 2 groups of 2 can go into 4. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2/4 is equal to 1/2. Go back to our problem. 1/4 subtracted from 3/4 is 2/4, which simplest form is 1/2. All right, so we have been talking about adding and subtracting fractions with like denominators. And what does a like denominator mean? The denominators are the same. So our last activity is to decompose fractions. All right, what does decompose mean? If we have a fraction that says 7/8, how can we decompose this fraction? So decomposing means to break apart. So 7/8 would also equal 6/8 plus 1/8. 7/8 can be decomposed to 5/8, and if we took 5 from the top, how much is left over? 7 minus 5 equals 2. 2/8. 5/8 plus 2/8 is equal to 7/8. Let's decompose one more time. 7/8 can be decomposed to 4/8. If we took away 4 from 7, 7 minus 4, what's left over? 3/8. So that is a way to decompose, which will help us in future activities and lessons. So that is our lesson for today. Please go into your workbook now and do exercise 1 in chapter 7. If you do have questions, please reach out to me. I am able to have one-on-one lessons with you all, so please let me know, message me on Canvas, or have your parents or guardians email me, and I can help you out. I enjoyed being with you today, and I will see you guys in the next lesson. See ya.